Today, we're going to talk about FOMO, fear of missing out. Welcome, Kitsap County. I'm Steph Dupuis with Dupuis Team at Keller Williams West Sound with the wonderful
Carrie Melpolder, also with the Dupuis Team at Keller Williams West Sound.
Thank you for joining us. So, fear of missing out, FOMO. Have you been afraid of, should we buy now? Should we sell now? I'm afraid, what's fear of missing out? What's an example of, Carrie, a buyer who might have FOMO? What are some examples we've seen out in the field?
Wondering if you should offer more, if you're going to end up overpaying. There's a million situations.
Right. Like, we often hear, I'm a buyer, if I don't buy now, fear of missing out. A good example of this would be, maybe it's going to cost more in the future, right? Right. An example of a seller with FOMO is, if I don't sell now, what might happen?
Will I still get top dollar?
Well, I still get top dollar. Maybe the market's gonna crash. We keep hearing that. When's the market gonna crash? So we have a ton of FOMO in this market, and reality is this is gonna be a timeless video because no matter what the market's doing, everybody experiences FOMO. So what we're gonna cover today are 4 simple questions to help you with your personal FOMO. Not only can you apply this to real estate, you can apply it to every aspect of your life. These are some of my 4 favorite questions.
All right.
Whenever you're in a FOMO situation, should I buy the dog or should I not buy the dog? Should I date the guy or should I not date the guy? Should I buy the car or should I not buy the car? We can ask these 4 questions, okay?
Absolutely.
So, here's the first question, folks. What will happen if you do the thing? What will happen if you do the thing? We're just going to go through the 4 questions. Second question, what will happen if you don't do the thing? For example, what will happen if you don't buy the house or sell the house? What won't happen if you buy the house or sell the house? And then, what won't happen if you don't buy the house or sell the house? Okay? A little bit of a tongue twister. Buying a home. We work with home buyers a lot. So, I'm a home buyer. What will happen if I buy the house? Okay?
Got a new house.
We got a new house. That's what will happen. What's another fear of missing out issue with what will happen if I buy the house? I might overpay. What's another thing that might happen if I do buy the house? Maybe I underpaid.
Also
5 years out, right? So you just run through the possibilities. Here's another one. What will happen if I don't buy the house? Well, you ain't gonna have a house, sucker.
That's true.
Right? Them's facts. What are some other things?
Well, I mean, a lot of things can happen if you decide not to buy a house. You know, are you going to have a longer commute? Is it going to affect your family directly?
What about finances?
Oh, definitely.
Right? You're not going to
Absolutely.
be paying down a mortgage. So that's something that will happen if you don't buy the house.
Correct.
Your money that will be going towards somebody else's mortgage. So let's go to the third question. What won't happen if you do buy the house? Well, let's just feed right off that. What will happen is that your money will be going towards somebody else's mortgage. What won't happen if you do buy the house is your money will be going towards somebody else's mortgage.
Correct.
That's how we play this question game. What's another thing that won't happen if you do buy the house?
Well, you won't see your rent go up.
Yep. Expenses won't go up as much because with rent just keeps going up. But when you secure into a mortgage, you have more stable expenses. Let's go on to the last one. What won't happen if you don't buy the house?
It's the hardest one to get your brain around.
Kinda. You really have to think through this. And I would say what won't happen if you don't buy the house, you might not get financially ahead, is something that
Correct.
possibly won't happen if you don't buy the house.
Right.
Okay. You won't have a place that you can emotionally invest in as much as maybe a rental. That's true for some people. That's something that won't happen if you don't.
Then you wouldn't be building like your own net worth.
Right? Your own net worth might not grow if you don't buy the house.
You're staying in a rental forever.
Okay. So the 4 questions to address with yourself when you have FOMO, fear of missing out, in real estate or anything in life is, what will happen if you do? what will happen if you don't, what won't happen if you do, and what won't happen if you don't. So, thank you for joining us for our FOMO episode this month. I'm Stephanie Dupuis with Dupuis Team at Keller Williams West Sound with
Carrie Melpolder, also at the Dupuis Team, Keller Williams West Sound.
If you found this video helpful, if you enjoyed it, please leave your comments below, share it with your friends and your family, and like us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, join us on Twitter, and everywhere else. We will see you here next time.